Going live now. We're going live now, I'm telling you. Right now. Let's go.
Swagg, cold as a stranger from Pennsylvania, chilling in the W where they live famous, throwing up them frankness, showing that I'm living, already acting like I'm worth 20 billion, shaking off these haters like snow from my boots, champagne bottles, all white suits, show up out of town in all white boots, feeling like this shit cause it's all right too. Government scandal put the state on trial. DAs and judges are the criminals now. The whole judicial branch is a fucking cash cow, so they gon' have to take me out before I take them all down. This is Mad City. This is our town. If we in it for a penny, then we in it for a pound. Trolling online like you a bunch of gangsters. Meet us at the Coliseum, real entertainment. It's like with my feet up, fuck some new sneakers. I rule my own empire. Julius up in here with recent third dimension. The crew that I fuck with, stop trying to hide food. Let's do this in public.
It's the guy that you know and you love, man. We getting it popping in here tonight, man. I'm gonna go ahead and rock my seat real quick. Y'all know what it is. Taibu Mu'addib right here, man. We pull up a chair real quick and get myself together. How are y'all doing tonight? I got a lovely show. Bring my mic down. I got a lovely show for you tonight. Tonight we're gonna find out what a person really is thinking when it comes to relationships and singles. All right. If you haven't seen the post or the reel, I want to know tonight, does single actually mean sexually active but emotionally available? We're going to get some folks in here to give their points of views and opinions as we go out to this nice little beat. If you freestyle, get your mind right. That song is Cold by myself, yours truly, Taibu Mu'addib, aka the Don, Swagg Don, and my man, Latif Slim Reese Cameron out there. Shout out to Long Beach and all of LA. We over here live on YouTube. You can only watch the entire broadcast on YouTube. I'm gonna stream live a little bit so y'all get the mindset to come on over there. Once I'm at 50 viewers over there consistently, I'm leaving y'all to the side. Let me help a couple of people out. They're trying to jump on the broadcast. I'm telling y'all right now that this is the announcement phase. You can clap it up for me. I'm officially now an international commodity on the motivational speaking and life coaching market. So if I had the applause sound, I would go ahead and play that for you guys. But that's what it is. I'm going to head over here to Germany for a coaching client that's been over there. She joined in Poland. She's getting married in Germany, but she's been a client of mine on the online coaching program for about a year now. And so we're going to celebrate her marriage, and we're going to speak at a hall there in Germany. I'm going to try to build my first real international audience. I'm going to play a little bit of this guy, the Wall Street Trapper, a little bit later, man, to let y'all know how real it is. But the bottom line is that we as a people have to think in broad spectrums. We have to broaden our horizons. I was born into very poor conditions in 1975 in a borough in Pittsburgh called St. Clair Village. You can look it up for yourself, but it's not any place that you want to see or visit. So now I pat myself on the back real quick for making it to this point. I've been through a lot and I've seen a lot. So I thank God I'm still here, for one, and for two, that I can make a difference overseas. Make sure that you guys tune in and tap in over there on YouTube. That's where we are at. Don't even trip. We got it. I'm gonna get y'all in there. All right. So All I want you guys to do is to tap in with me. No problem, no question. We're gonna get you in here. That's the bottom line. So I'm helping folks get in. Give me 1 second. How y'all doing tonight? True Love Tuesday. We're gonna see what we love tonight. For those of you that have got the invite to come and join live, that's what I want you to do. I want you to just jump right in there. Hey, what's going on, Inga? Just in time over here on Instagram. You can't watch the full broadcast and podcast only on YouTube. I just go live a little bit on Instagram and on Facebook. I can stream the Facebook live now through this podcast demonstration, but Instagram. So I'm not gonna cheat. It's like the podcast is going out on the Facebook right now. Hey, what's going on, Ingrid? And so I'm going Instagram live too. But for all you Instagram folks, for the best experience, come over here so we can screen share. So you can choose to get on live so you can make your comments seen by all. It's going down tonight. So right now, I'm simply helping folks come in to the studio that want to talk about singles tonight. If you single and you loving it, man, this podcast tonight is for you on True Love Tuesday. We're gonna see what's going on. Remember, the overall issue for the month of August is I'm trying to get together a good definition for what a good man is. Last month I did it for the ladies. Ladies, check out that August 1st definition that I put out there on the August 1st show right here on YouTube at Taibu Mu'addib. I'm telling you, check that out. Tap into that because the brothers are going to be looking for that now. I'm not saying I'm the foremost authority on it. I'm saying I'm beginning the conversation for us to look at how we're treating each other, people. That's the most important thing. How are we treating each other? If we want to treat each other better, ladies, if you want a better dating pool of men, same for you, then we have to agree on what a good man, what a good woman is. Taibu Mu'addib right here. I'm lending my genius to the world. We're gonna see if we can't get that done. If you enter into the studio, I'm gonna see you. I'm gonna pull you in. Let's go. All right. And shout out to everybody that went before me, man. You know, the Women of Power show with Kasha and Zenobia and Nana. Everybody that gave me the idea that podcasting was for me. All right. I really appreciate you guys. For all you coming on live here, I appreciate you. I can't wait till y'all talk so I can eat some of this good food. So I can go dark, like my son say. All right, we got the viewers over here. Make sure you put your comments in the comment section. Inga in the comment section. Let's go. Does single actually now mean in the dating climate of these days? Is it just the designation? So you say, are you single? You with somebody? And they say I'm single. Does single now actually mean sexually active but emotionally available? We're gonna get to the bottom of that tonight. I'm gonna let y'all know what I think. First coming up, it's the right or wrong segment with Shay. So we're gonna see what she has to say. She's entered the studio. She can cut her mic on and go crazy. It is her time to shine. Appreciate everybody for jumping in here with me. Announcements. I'll give the announcements in the 5 minutes of fire after we go through the right or wrong segment. Start bringing on some guests. We're gonna turn up in here. Y'all know how I do. So it's going down. Taibu Mu'addib right here, man. From the DFW area, that means Dallas Fort Worth. If you are local to the Dallas Fort Worth area and you want to come into the studio, holler at me, inbox me. We'll make that happen. One of the announcements is we're going to do the reality TV show for season 1. So this is now season 2 for me. All right, we got folks jumping in here tonight. Taibu Mu'addib right here. I got some people coming on that don't know I changed my name, y'all. So if they call me John, they're talking about me. They didn't get the memo. All right, so it's all right. I got my man Spencer in the waiting. We're waiting for our segment lady to come on. I might just go ahead and jump to 5 minutes of fire out till she gets stuff together, just so I can get y'all juiced up. This is True Love Tuesday. We're talking to the singles right now. What do you truly love? We're gonna talk about some money right now. What's your relationship with your money looking like? Let's talk about it. Get my man in here. We're gonna see what's going on. Get it cracking.
I'm on.
What's going on, Spencer?
What's happening, man?
It's the show, baby. It's the show we was all waiting on. You know, finally getting opportunity to shine in the way I was meant to. You know, have
Okay.
out here for the people. We basically what it looks like is at 47 young years old, of being young, you know, dang near half a century. I'm concerned that our young folks, I have 2 grown and 2 minors, that our young folks are being taught relationships by Kodak Black and Cardi B.
Oh,
That you know what I'm saying? That the baby who wants anybody that's called the baby teaching their adolescent or teenager about relationships. Raise your hand. Not me. I'm just saying. So that's why I do the podcast. I want to be the foremost authority on relationships. I'm actually now a hybrid relationship consultant. So I consult folks that are thinking about breaking up to stay together by getting them to hybridize their relationship. Stay together for them kids, y'all. They deserve it, both parents. All right. Go ahead, Bill Spencer. You calling in from?
I'm calling in from Madison, Wisconsin.
Medicine, lock everybody up, Wisconsin. How are you avoiding that? How are you staying on the radar?
I think I'm focused. I have,
Okay.
Yeah. When you focus, you keep bad things out of your view. Stay focused. Work hard. Family.
Yeah.
Tends to keep you out of trouble.
That's what it takes, man. Spencer, man. So Spencer works. Do you still work for at JP's or you get your own thing going on?
I don't work at JP's anymore. I have my own spot. It's called Spencer Hair Design. It's on the corner of Whitney Way and Mineral Point. For those of you that
Shout out to the 608. The only reason I asked that is because you know I rock with JP. You know, we've had our times, JP and
okay.
I. But love the guy. He's a good buddy, he's a community staple. And I hope he comes on the show sometime too. I definitely be reaching out to him. But we're conglomerating. That's what the Mu'addib Global behind me is about. It stretches all the way around the globe because it's time for us as African people, the African village, it's time for us to have our own financial ecosystem.
Sure.
So we're gonna come together. I'll make sure tap in with me. Inbox me your email address. It's good you came on. I'll email you the conglomeration document. It's basically an introduction, tell you what was going on, and then you can email me back. I'm gonna let everybody know the conglomeration Zoom is going out. The date for the Zoom is going out this weekend coming up. So this week I'll let y'all know we're gonna meet together on the Zoom to basically make history. I don't know why it hasn't been. I think Marcus Garvey, right, tried to do it before, right? Have us have our own ecosystem, financial ecosystem. I think Marcus Garvey did it before. I mean, he did it big. His own boat line. He was trying to get us all back over to Africa, wasn't he? So, but that was where it was at, though. That was where it was at for us. I have a brother. I don't know if you've seen the debate that I did. If y'all haven't been watching the show, I debated General UT, the second in command for the original Black Panther Party, debated him about whether Christianity was the best religion for African people. Now I won mainly because he tapped out at the end, right? So I mean, you know what I'm saying? It is what it is. But if you haven't seen that debate, it's on Facebook, Spencer. Check it out for sure.
Okay.
Now, what's your relationship status right now as it stands?
I'm engaged.
Okay. We'll work with that. So ladies, he has one foot in.
Oh no, I'm all the way in.
It's some sisters down here that will definitely hop on here and challenge that. But I'm gonna tell you something right now. A lot of people after listening have been engaged before and didn't go all the way. I hope that you do if you really are all in. Congratulations.
Sure. Thanks, man. Where you at now?
I'm in the Dallas Fort Worth area. So I'm right here in Arlington, Texas. I'm right here, you know, by the stadium, Jerry's World.
No, it's your world, bro.
Man, you didn't see yesterday's episode? You saw the Pittsburgh I had on. I went to Walmart with that same stuff on, me mugging everybody. They ain't even give me eye contact at Walmart.
Yeah, that's what's up.
You know what I'm saying? And I got my Wisconsin strike. I went to the Badgers play. They better know it.
Oh, that's for sure.
I'm gonna look like a lollipop. I'm gonna have so much red and white on. And they gonna be like, "What is this dude?"
So, what is your take on hybrid relationships?
That we grew up around them, right? 2/3 of all African households, not just here, but thanks to my man LT Bourne from season one. He's a Caribbean brother. He's from the islands. He said that even over there, the African village is 2/3 African women head of households.
Mm-hmm.
So we grow up under hybridized relationships. The mom is trying to do the best she can to take care of the kids and have a life on her own. So they're gonna see a different man. Now, back in our day, that was unheard of. Back in my day, when my dad left, with nobody else, if somebody came over, we didn't see him.
Right.
You know, but it's a different day now.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I'm involved in a mixed family. You know what I'm saying? So you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, we grew up in hybrid relationships, so our minds is set for that. We don't have the I want to picket fence, you know, around the White House no more. Like, you know what I'm saying? We don't. That's not where it's at for people about these days. Everybody wants to be Cardi B or Kodak Black. They wanna bust it to ops or bust it wide open. That's what's going on with the young people right now.
Mm-hmm.
Tell me I'm wrong. You got kids. I know you do.
Yeah, I mean, it's all about what you expose them to. So I don't think they have
Do
the
they have
opportunity.
phones, Spencer?
Yeah, but then it depends on what kind of person you create in your kids to determine what um, entertains them. So if they're not entertained by Kodak Black just outside of their phones, they won't be entertained by them inside of their phones. So it's I think my
That's
kids
deep.
are into sports.
That's deep. That's deep. So I mean that's deep, you know. Cause I love my phone. And I only
Sure.
have a 7. I haven't even upgraded. I've been so busy. I haven't even upgraded yet. I got a 7. I got an iPhone dinosaur. You know what I'm saying? I
Okay.
got a Jurassic Park iPhone. You know what I'm saying? I'm
Yeah.
real rap. Uh, but love my phone. These kids walk
Right.
around on FaceTime all day long.
Mhm. Right. So, like, how do um? So let's say my son watches me. Let's say my kids watch me and my work ethic and admire that, and they knew that I played sports and they admire that. So, if they inspire to be anything close to me, would they allow Kodak Black to entertain them or watch something on like Barry Sanders or sports events or things like that? That would probably be more of a turn on to them. Uh,
But you are involved in a mixed family situation,
sure,
are you not?
sure.
Okay. So you can understand what I mean by the hybridized relationship deal. Then you can kind of understand a little bit more about that, right?
Well, or educate me more on your terminology of it.
All right. So a hybrid is something that you bring two separate different things together
Hmm.
to form something that hopefully is a better version than what those two other things separately could be.
Sure,
So if y'all look at the hybrid cars they have out there, the gas electric hybrid cars,
sure.
it's supposed to be better than the regular car because it saves gas emission.
Gotcha.
It's eco-friendly. So it's supposed to be a better version by bringing two things together. It's supposed to get you further, but in a more eco-friendly way. Put like that.
Sure. Okay.
You got Tesla, which is pretty much all electric,
Right.
right? So they have an engine that's a hybrid of the
Okay.
original engine because it uses electrical power in charging instead of get and trust me, Tesla's down here in Dallas. So a lot of people have them nice Teslas down here, man. Uh, but my
So
point is,
am I providing my best attributes to my kids, and then my fiance providing her best attributes to the kids, and then we're forming a conglomerate of good attributes.
Yeah. No, I'm saying no matter how positive. Okay, look, that's the whole reason that I'm a consultant to hybridized relationships, right?
Okay.
So say you and your fiance get married. You know what I'm saying?
Sure.
Time tells all tales. We all know this,
Sure.
right? So the bottom line is when you bring kids into the mix, and this is really for the betterment of the children. Really, we
Hmm.
want moms and dads to stay home for the kids. The kids, listen, everybody, children have the right to want their mom and their dad at home with them. They don't
Right.
want mom to decide any man will do. They don't want dad to decide any woman would do, and now they have to deal with two mixed families.
Right.
So what I'm saying is, since we're still under the Slave Mentality Act, that's prevalent because all of you people out there that look like me, but you're conscious and free, or even
Sure.
if you're not conscious, you're free, you
Hmm.
know that there's no way when you were brought here as a descendant of people brought here that your last name was Williams or Carter.
Okay.
Your last name definitely wasn't Johnson. In
Okay.
fact, if you watch Who We Are, which is a documentary on Netflix right now,
Hmm.
a brother, he's getting schooled by somebody out in the East Coast about what happened at the original slave post. So what
Okay.
happened is when we were bought and sold as slaves, as a commodity,
Hmm.
think of how shoe resale works today. That's what we were, a commodity. We were bought and sold at the pleasure of slave owners
Right.
for different reasons. So we as a people in this country didn't even have last names. We weren't even afforded last names until around the 1840 census was taken. So we became at like 1649, the first slave, I
Okay.
think 1649, the first slave ship. So for
Sure.
almost 200 years, you were Bob, or you were Jay or Jack. You were Uncle Ben. You didn't have a last name. So for 200 years in this country, we didn't even have last names. That's how cold slavery was on our psychology. We didn't even
So
have last. We were
help,
Mammy
help
or
me
Billy or Benny. Did
help
you
me
know
out.
that?
Help me understand how I'm carrying my slave mentality and implementing that into the lifestyle and characterization of my kids. How
Okay, so
slave
okay,
mentality.
so I didn't become conscious until after I had my four children.
Okay.
Any child I have now, if I have children, Lord, if I have any more children, their
Hmm.
last name is going to reflect the heritage and culture that I brought to this country
Okay.
from way back when. Because the way for us as a people is to look backwards. That's clear. Every great leader has said that. King, X, Booker T, every great leader has said that. We have to find within ourselves that which is great. That which is has a higher purpose. That's what we should all focus on because we've always been subjugated. That said, to answer your question, if you propagate uh as a free man that it's okay to carry on this ruse that's a part of your lineage. It isn't. It's a part of you as a commodity. You don't come from any Johnson or nothing like that. That's what you were told you are. And listen to this. Johnson was only the last thing on the last bill of sale before slavery was abolished. So the last slave owner that did own the person in your lineage, that's who you're named after. So you were a Clinton before Johnson. You were a Taylor before Johnson. The last slave owner that owned y'all people, that's whose name y'all had. So you already had 4 or 5 or maybe even 10 last names. So changing your name now as a free person to reflect your cultural heritage is only the legitimate thing to do to separate yourself, have a clean break away from this mental chain on you.
So
Go ahead.
so so what part of that information would I need to help my son get through high school?
What are you saying?
What I'm saying is that, okay, the fact of my last name being Johnson and informing him that it was changed, how would that information help him get through the trials and tribulations of everyday life in school. And
there's a famous movie. I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna let Shay do a right or wrong segment. Shay, this is Spencer Johnson, a guy that I've known since I was a child. His dad baptized me. So he's a family friend from way back in the day. Shay, this is my lovely girlfriend, Shay. Spencer, this is who
Oh, you know, I had to pull it out. You was talking about me yesterday. What you say? And it's hot in here. Oh my God. But I had to put it on.
It is what it is, man. All right. So this is the Cowboys. Yeah, I mean whatever look, it's the football is back. So y'all show y'all colors. Don't be scared. Don't try to pop up with a Kansas City Chiefs jersey on halfway through the season. We gonna know you fool. All right. So the famous movie Lean on Me, right?
Sure.
My man, he told the parents at the little teacher conference they had, the little town hall meeting they had after he put them kids out.
Yeah, I remember that.
He basically said, take them off welfare, do something to give them kids some pride in themselves. All right. He was talking about how they identify with who they are versus the world.
Okay.
So what I'm saying is, in a society where you're the stereotype for African men in this civilized society,
sure,
is all bad. You're a potential rapist, thief, murderer. That first, right? So if your son last name Johnson or Mu'addib, regardless what his last name is, if somebody's wallet comes up missing in the room and he's the only person that looks like us, they're gonna look at him.
Okay.
That is what it is. Now, what I'm saying to you is, as far as building this identity up of who they really are, if it's attached to slavery, that's one thing. But slavery's dead. We free people now. So as free thinking people, let's attach the identity of our young people to what we really represent. And that's definitely not it. Especially if you have the choice now. When that Judge Spencer declared me Taibu Mu'addib, right? It was just me and the deputy sheriff that was doing the bailiff thing and the judge. But when he said it was a really crazy feeling, bro. Because on the one hand, I was like, God damn right, I'm Taibu Mu'addib. You know what I'm saying? But on the other hand, I needed the same European that took that name from me when we hit this continent to say I can be who I want to be now.
Right. So if I had choices to build growth in my
no, technical difficulties. If y'all got cricket service, don't call in. If y'all got cricket service, I don't know about joining the podcast, but we gonna all know. So you gotta have like Verizon or something like that, or AT&T service. Don't come on here with cricket service.
He muted. That's why we can't hear him.
Oh, my bad.
I gotta poke fun with Spencer. I gotta poke fun with my man Spencer.
My bad. I thought I was talking. My mic was off.
Oh, okay.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, you good.
Okay. So if I had two choices to instill growth into my son,
right.
One was to be an example of devotion, commitment, and working hard to get through life. Or the other choice was to focus on how his name changed from an African name to a European name. What would be most effective for his personal growth moving forward?
Okay, so I'll give this is a shout out to my lovely daughter who just is getting ready to go to attend the University of Madison, University of Wisconsin at Milwaukee. She is the first on her mother's side of the family to do this, to go straight from high school to a major university. So shout out to her. So she put a petition out after listening to a family Zoom we had where a lady who had traveled the world brought back to us the real history of melanated people. And so the thing is, what we're missing by not having that cultural connection to our roots, they enjoy every day. We look at them like, why are they so far ahead of us? Because they're enjoying their cultural connection with who they are. Back in the 1500s, they got the musket and started taking over the world. They enjoy everything that goes in with that. If you get insurance these days, I just passed the insurance adjuster's license. I'm trying to get money. In this test, it teaches you that maritime insurance is still in effect today. So way back then, slaves were insured.
Okay.
Some of these companies now sold insurance to slave masters to ensure our bodies coming across. What I'm saying to you is their culture does things a certain kind of way. It's understood. So do you want to help your son build the right self-image?
I have two choices.
Yeah.
To talk about what happened in enslavement, or for him to model himself after what he sees in me.
You don't have to talk to him about enslavement, because I'm gonna tell you something. You and I just left Madison about a year ago. But I'm saying, whether you talk about it or not, there's gonna be multiple times in this life, and I'm glad that you're focused and you can stay out of trouble, but there's gonna be multiple times in his life when he's gonna have to deal with his skin color, his cultural heritage, in a negative fashion. True or false?
Right. And
okay.
What resource could he best use to overcome that? Would it be through learning about his history, or his prime example, which would be me?
Okay, so I mean, I know you, bro. So I'm saying I don't see you as a shuck and jive, keep your head down guy.
Okay, so let's say, what would I have used to get through obstacles in my life? Would I have used things that Marcus Garvey had done, or maybe use the resources immediate resources like my father? Now, I know everybody ain't got a father like that, but if in my situation, would it have been more effective to go to the resources that I had immediately, or to know my history? For me to succeed in life.
Like tonight, I was getting ready to go crazy on the singles conversation. You got me on basically. You got me on thinking through Thursday stuff. This the social construct.
Okay.
I'm saying, but I will.
That's good. We can relationship.
No. I'm glad. But I'm saying I'm glad it's affecting you that kind of way, because there's real stuff behind that. It's just, I want to make sure we get through the show. But I'm glad that you jumped on here. I want to hear your advice, because people on True Love Tuesdays need to hear what true love sounds like. So I need you for that. I need you for that. But Shay, she does what's called the right or wrong segment. She plays a clip, and then we all decide, we'll give our own opinion on what we believe the person saying is right or wrong. You feel me?
So all I've done is ask a question. So I've never really given a comment. So I'm asking for clarification on what's more effective moving forward. That's all.
Oh, okay. Yeah, my bad. So my personal opinion is for us to connect with the truest version of the history of us possible, and to have our identities bound and rooted in that, versus what was told to us by people whose intent was to lie and deceive us about ourselves, to keep us mentally subjugated and physically subjugated.
Okay.
So that's moving forward. I would say, yeah, send them down that path. And if you did, I'm writing books on it, but I'm 3 books into the social justice game. Tap into them and so your son knows, he'll definitely get a lot out of that. He should know the truth. All right.
Okay.
So, go ahead, Shay.
All right.
What you got for us
About
today?
love, about relationships.
Yeah, yeah. Go ahead, Shay. Break it down for us. What you got for us?
Oh no,
Okay, so
you.
today's right or wrong segment is about your acceptable number. How many bodies is too many bodies?
Oh yeah.
Um, he has a statement. I want to know if Spencer feels that he's right or wrong.
Okay.
Not you, Spencer.
Okay,
Okay.
go ahead.
Spencer's engaged now.
I mean, I
Okay.
Well,
got
let her get you in
information.
trouble,
What's up?
Spencer.
Oh no, go ahead. What amount of bodies?
We grown. Go get tested. Go get checked out. If you Gucci, I know I'm Gucci, and let's go. We grown. Let's go from here.
Okay. I'm
So
just
what was
gonna
the
take that
question?
small little clip. Did y'all hear it?
Say it
What was the
again.
question?
Did you hear it?
No, we didn't. No, what's going on?
What the hell? Okay. I don't know if I had the volume up good enough.
What was the question about how many
It
bodies?
does not matter. We grown. Go get tested. Go get checked out. If you Gucci, I know I'm Gucci, and let's go. We grown. Let's go from here.
Did y'all hear it?
He
Yeah.
said I'm grown. Let's go get
He
tested. He
said
said I'm
he said
grown.
let's go
What's up
get
with that?
tested.
Okay,
He's
so the
grown.
question is, how many bodies is too many bodies? He said there is no number on it. We both grown. We can go get tested, and you Gucci, I'm Gucci. You know what I'm saying? And we go from there. That's basically what he's saying. Do you feel that he's right or wrong in that statement, or if a girl come to you and say, "Yeah, I've been with 10 people or 20 people," are you gonna be like, "Hey, nah, I'm good"?
Right.
Welcome to the show, our cousin Byron. Shout out to the 412 area. We out here in Dallas, man, making it happen. What's going on, B?
What's going on, cousin? Can you hear me? Because I can't hear you.
You can't. Can anybody else hear me?
I can
Yeah,
hear
we
you.
hear you, but
I
it's
probably
kind of
gotta
like
get the earpiece or something. The volume is low.
Oh, okay, okay.
far away.
So the right or wrong segment for today. The background story is in my first season, I had this movement I called hashtag acceptable number, please. I want to know from the panel tonight, Inga, DTZ, how many men can a woman be with intimately and still be considered marriage worthy? Take it away, Spencer.
So
I mean,
yeah, go ahead.
it depends on the dude. As many as you want.
Unlimited is unacceptable.
Nah, cause it's somebody for everybody, man. Somebody a wife. You know what I mean? Some people I seen people wife. You know what I'm saying? The worst of the worst. So
I mean, even if the porn stars decide that they want to stop being a porn star and settle down, she not supposed to be able to get wifed up.
yeah, but even porn stars is getting wifed up.
Most porn stars are married.
I'm not asking about the porn. I have 4 people on this show, including myself. I want a number now.
It depends
Like
on
Shay said,
you, the
if you
person.
ask her,
What's
look,
unacceptable for you?
here's the hypothetical. If you want to know, you curious, how many guys have you been with? I'm about to put this ring on your finger and lay it down for the rest of my life. But how many guys have you been with? In the hypothetical, she's gonna be honest. She's gonna give you a number. What number is too high for you? 30, 40, 50? What number is too high for you? That's 2 football teams, by the way.
That is, but I mean, how you gonna know all that unless you know what I'm saying that
In the
person just
hypothetical, she's gonna keep it real. You ask her and she tells you a number. I'm saying no matter what number she gives, what number is too
nobody's
high
gonna
for
say
you?
40 or 50.
Huh?
I don't see it happening.
Oh, it's happening. Someone has said, yeah. Someone's been honest about that. Close to 40.
I mean, and as long as the dude was cool with it, they kept it moving. Now, if he wasn't,
I'm
guess what?
asking
He
what number is too
stepped
high
up.
for you.
Just say there isn't one.
What'd you say?
Spence, cuz I'm asking what number is too high for you. If she says a number, I'm asking you, no matter what number she gives, in your mind, what number is too high for you? Where do you cut it off at?
What one less than me?
Now that's a
one less
first.
than me.
That's
How
why
What
about
my
the
that?
subject
mess?
go viral.
So if
Look,
you didn't
hey,
slept
that's
with
why
a
my subject
1,000
go viral.
people, she can
That's
sleep
a
with
first.
999.
She can sleep with 999. How about that? she
So
sleep with
Spencer
as
went
long
biblical. He said
until
if she
until
has
she figure
sinned
out how to be the right freak
seven
for me. How
times
about that?
seven, forgive her. Fam said 999.
I got a long way to
What?
go.
Hey, look, will it even still work? Shay, will it, after 999, will it even still work?
Hey, it's
My
old ladies at 70 still having babies. So what are you talking about?
what do you mean? Will it still work? What if that one person, there was one person that had sex 3 times a day with the same person? For
No. We're talking about different partners
no,
by the
it's the
number.
same thing. It's still infiltration.
Do you
It's
believe
still
that women write it down? Who believe, by a show of hands, who believes women write it down? Because they know the number. We don't. I know I ain't never written it down. But we know women writes it down. If you believe
But
that.
that's crazy for you to be then smashed your college days, 50 girls, and then when you get in your 40s, you didn't hit like almost 100. It's okay for y'all
so if
to be then lived y'all
Nicki
life, but then we
Minaj
supposed to
said,
be then had two
so if
people we
Nicki
done been
Minaj
with.
trying to holler at you
Well,
and
yeah,
she
see,
said
because
she been
women
with
do the same
10,000 people,
thing.
you gonna
They
say
they
no?
smash in their college days. They smash, and then they won't even. Man, they'll get away with smashing. You won't even know. You know what I'm saying? So you'll never know their true number.
Never.
Okay. Which is okay. So I think that the guy is wrong. I don't. I'm not trying to getting tested to make sure you're clean. That's mandatory hygiene, good hygiene practices. But as far as being married, what's going on, Peace Skills? We over here on YouTube. Join us over on YouTube at Taibu Mu'addib for a better podcast experience. Look, let me say something right now to all the yins. To a man, y'all are anomalies. Almost to a man, they have said 10 and under, single digits. One guy
Let me
came on here
ask you
kept
this:
it said
why
zero.
why is it that so many people don't want to be with a virgin?
That's what he's saying. You want to be with a 19-year-old coming fresh
Ask
out
me.
of college that's a
Yeah.
virgin?
Why is it that when somebody say I'm a virgin that the guy gets up and runs?
Okay, let me answer your question.
Answer.
Uh, I personally feel virginity is attractive and very sexy. So that's my answer. If a guy
Okay.
runs, if a guy
In
runs from that,
2022,
Okay. And then okay. So so when you're actually about to have sex with her and you can't do all the tricks that you want to do because she's so tight. Now what are you dealing with?
uh-oh. So
So now you got an inexperienced woman who's scared to do pretty much everything, but yet she don't have any numbers. So
ladies,
you
listen to what my man is saying. So if you intend to be with, so if we're approaching women as sexual objects for pleasure for the night, for a couple of months, whatever, then that's a valid point. If we're approaching our sisters to get with them, commit to them, maintain them, as far as husband and wife, then over time she'll
that
develop with just you the way I guess she would develop with
nah,
10 different partners.
no, man. You gotta be kidding me. You writing a book?
Nah,
Come on, child. You gotta be kidding me.
you see, I knew it was going to happen.
It's
You
the
called me John. You see what I'm
oh
saying?
my bad. You said I knew you since you was a
Taibu,
baby. You
Taibu
said
Mu'addib. That's who I am. That's what I
all
always
right,
was.
all right. Well,
My
you
birth
said I knew you
certificate
since
says
you were
Taibu.
a child.
John Wright never exists at this point. I
Okay.
love it.
So
Look, check this out. Check this out,
so you're
Spencer.
saying
Go ahead.
a woman that has had multiple sexual relationships has they are incapable of being a good woman to marry. Is that what you're saying?
I'm saying that purity matters. it should matter to her for sure, and it dang for sure, fellas, should matter to you. Also, my former co-host Delante, I seen him at church, and he said that he has research because he was always the numbers guy. He said studies being done that show that after 5 men, women all compare any guy she's with to the best out of that first 5.
Like
So
y'all
you're always
don't.
being compared to whoever.
What's the difference?
So if you're with a woman that has not had sex with anybody, like you would be like, man, this is horrible. How am I going to deal with this for the rest of my life?
I hate to be the smartest person in the room all the time, but if somebody has to do all the thinking around here, it might as well be me. Spencer, let me ask you this question.
Talk to me.
Did you come up under the days when we said you can't turn a hoe into a what?
And you know what? And I think that it's false. You could definitely turn if a woman falls in love with you and do the thing,
I'm
and you
gonna
all
come
are
up
good
there
match.
for a back to school visit. I'm gonna be up there in a couple of weeks, Spencer. Don't have me. Don't have you, Collier. I know about you preachers kids. I know the whole deal.
So you can't.
This show can
So
turn
you
to an
can't turn.
expose real
Okay.
quick.
So you can't turn a hoe into a housewife, but you can
Hold
turn
on,
a convicted.
hold on.
Listen.
Okay,
You can't turn
okay.
a hoe into a housewife, but you can turn a criminal who's been in jail for all these years come out and become a pastor of a church. You can't. What about a dude that has been a bum all his life to become a multi-millionaire? You can turn a drug addict into a person that goes and speaks around the country and to help people get off of a drug addiction. But then all of a sudden, when a girl has had multiple sex partners, she can't change her life around to become an honorable housewife. Talk to me, Mr. Smart. So all these people can make all these changes except for a female.
Spencer.
Anybody could change.
Exactly.
We
listen
listening?
to whoever just said that.
What?
No, I'm saying Spencer, because Spencer, he know I know. This is a guy that I know. So maybe
I can't believe that you this off though. If you said that if all these people can make all these changes in life, and then you say you going off of this, you can't turn a hoe into a housewife? Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me?
Let me put it to you like this.
I mean, but once she's used to that lifestyle, you know what I'm saying? She already into that lifestyle.
But look, what it comes down to for me is if I have to travail with this woman, and I have to try to honor her and become one with her, right? I'm becoming one with her and all this other stuff, not knowing what other guys then did, not knowing what was poured into her, not knowing what she got out of it or what she put into her. None of that. I know none of that stuff. So what I'm saying to everybody out there in TV land is she has built up a social construct in her mind about what a man is because after all these different men she's been with. So
but what about y'all?
If she's hold on,
it's okay for y'all.
Marriageability, attractiveness for marriage is different for men and women, period. Because women are what? Exactly.
Are what?
The purveyors of life beyond ourselves. So y'all already come with a package. Y'all already come with something that the man wants. The man has to come with something y'all want, which is usually what?
Man, you lost.
Okay, right. Okay,
so
right. That's what I'm saying. It was crickets, y'all. That's why that's what I'm saying. I got to do a thing around here. So anyway,
the money.
So with the woman, if I want to call my wife my queen, and y'all women want to be treated as a queen, you can't be no. How you gonna get to queen status by going through the streets and through the gutter and being THOT and whatever? How you gonna get
going to church and asking God for forgiveness and starting a life anew? That's how
they go to queen status when whoever they king is chooses them.
Man,
Right.
Otherwise,
Thank you,
they still
sir.
in the streets
Who is
looking.
that? Who is
I
that?
didn't know I was going to get on
Hey,
the
can you
show.
be the host?
Can
Can you be the
someone
host?
can
Because
someone not
this
wearing a
is
cape,
crazy.
please? Can someone not wearing a cape, please join the podcast?
Ain't nobody wearing no
I
capes.
don't know what's going
Nobody
on tonight.
saving them, but ain't
I
nobody
was
making
born in
excuses neither.
75. Now I know it's cheaper to keep her, but good God.
This is
Look,
crazy, man. I
this
thought
might
you,
seem a
man. Come
little
on,
abstract.
man.
There's 3 types of thinkers. All right. I'm number 1. I'm a
I'm
linear
finna
thinker.
get my
Everything has to
laptop because
line
we
up for me.
going in.
Then you
Hey,
have
right.
then you have creative thinkers, right? They create stuff. They have great imaginations. Then you have the abstract thinkers that think outside the box. Let me go abstract one time. Even though I'm a linear thinker. Look at the 3 little pigs. Don't judge me, but look at the 3 little pigs. One pig, I'm gonna go biblical next. One pig built his house out of what? Straw. And when the troubles came, the wolf blew that house down, ate that pig. Pig gone. The next pig tried with some little sturdier, some sticks. Same thing happened. The last pig took his time, mixed up that concrete, got it right. So what I'm saying to you is if you start with material, I don't know how to better ways. If you start with product that's not good enough to stand the test of time, to stand the rain, a person can act however they want to act. But the bottom line is you are who you are. Ain't no running from that. So if you spend 30 years of your life doing a certain thing, then we have to wait that next 30 to see if you stay out of that. Ain't no dope fiend, not a dope fiend no more. Oh, you clean, you saved, you good. Nah, you're a recovering addict.
That's false.
But
That's
who
false.
in
You're a
2022
recovering
is
addict.
asking people how many people you done slept with?
Right.
Nobody doing that
Who's
because
going that
the
deep
guys
into?
already know their number is
So did we
sky.
all have lower expectations out here? Period. It doesn't
No,
matter.
I mean
That's
that's
that's a
just this generation, this
I just
time.
don't
It's
think
different
nobody's gonna
from
be honest enough to give you
1950.
their real
You
number.
know,
There it is. He just kept it real. Finally, somebody's keeping it real. No one's giving the real number out. So y'all start relationships based on dishonesty? How is that gonna last? That's a divorce waiting to happen.
That's how we get caught in the trap from the jump.
That's a divorce waiting to happen.
That's how you pull your female through dishonesty. No, this is wild. There is no number. Like,
So the topic of tonight is, does single these days, now since the panel y'all feels like purity doesn't matter for the woman, right?
Oh,
So I guess finances doesn't matter for the man. So the woman can be a hoe, the man can be broke. Once again, crickets. Okay, so the topic for tonight is,
as
does the
a
designation single, if you talk to somebody, say you single, you in a relationship, they say I'm single. Does single now these days, in today's dating climate, actually mean I'm sexually active but emotionally available to you? What do y'all think about that?
yeah, I miss it. You came into your mic and then you left your mic. Say it one more time.
Oh, okay, my bad. Does the designation single mean in today's dating climate? Does single actually mean they're saying, hey, I'm sexually active, but I'm emotionally available to you?
No, they have to explain exactly what they mean by single. I'm not going to assume what they mean. I'm not going to assume that they're sexually active.
Cousin
If they
Byron
say they're
says that
single,
ain't nobody being honest, so you know.
what you say?
This is an honest dating climate right now, so no one's being honest. So asking them what they mean by single might not be the best way to go about it. I'm saying we should all just kind of look at it like, if a person says they single, they're saying that the door is open for them to be emotionally attached to you or form one, but as far as their sexual behavior, I mean, it's pretty. It sounds from what y'all saying, even
do you have to
what
be
y'all
in a
saying, it
do
sounds
you have to
like
be in a
everybody
relationship?
out here having sex with somebody. I mean, it's a
Do
lot
you?
of rowboats going on.
Is it mandatory to be in a relationship to have sex?
Everybody doing something.
What'd you say, Spence?
Is it mandatory to be in a relationship to have sex?
Yeah, my relationship. If I'm in a relationship, ladies, don't think that The hold out till we get married thing is not going to work with Taibu Mu'addib.
No. I said, is it mandatory to be in a relationship to have sex?
Oh, nah,
So
nah.
if a woman is single and she's having sex, I don't see where the disconnect is. Like, she could be single and she can have sex, because you just said you don't have to be in a relationship to have sex. So,
Oh, go ahead, go
so,
ahead.
so she can
About to
be
join with my
single and
laptop.
she can also have sex with other people.
Okay, so what I'm saying is that there's a lot of single folks out there. Shout out to all my single folks on Instagram, on
Okay.
Facebook, and on YouTube checking this out. Here's the deal. The deal is this: are we entering into a dating situation with somebody, and we know we have competition? How do you fellas feel? How do you fellas feel about knowing that she says she's single and she's giving you your time, she's making it feel all right, but whether you ask about it or not, you know she's getting bust down by somebody. You know somebody's is killing that.
Right. So what are you asking? You said, are you asking, are we
Is it
competing?
understood? Is it understood? Do we understand that this is the case?
So
All agree
are
that
you are you saying
that today
are
when
you
a
saying the
person
only
says
way?
single, it's not like I'm just by myself. I ain't messing with nobody else. I'm waiting for that person to come along, because a lot of people down here, Spencer, say I'm dating with a purpose. I'm totally against that statement. I tell them don't say that. It's creepy, but they still be saying it. So I'm just saying people down. I mean, in the South, it's a lot different down here. But I ain't gonna lie. Your people are from down here though, ain't they? Ain't your dad from down here?
I'll say what they mean
Memphis.
by they dating with a purpose.
They mean if you ain't talking about marriage, I'm not gonna hang out with you.
Oh, okay.
Right, Shay? Or am I wrong?
I
I
mean,
Man,
mean, it
I can't get no
is.
call. Hey, look, Taibu Mu'addib
I
right
mean,
here,
it
man.
it depends. I mean, they have to be very specific. Like, is marriage the end goal, or being in a committed relationship? Is that the end goal? Is like dating for a purpose can have mean I want to be in a long-term relationship. It doesn't necessarily mean I want to be married. So I'm not sure exactly, unless they
Well,
specifically say marriage, then that's one thing. If they say
look,
I want to be in a committed relationship, that's another thing.
But how they
it's
gonna
just
get
as
there
creepy
unless
as
they try?
it's just as creepy as all these females down here claiming to be sapiosexuals, which means they're attracted to intelligence. And I keep telling them, you tripping. If a man is aroused any kind of way, mentally, physically, by you, all the blood flow leaves his brain and goes to a different part of his body. So if you're attracted to intelligence, you're gonna be all by yourself for a long time. A man's not acting
Sometimes.
intelligently when he's aroused by a woman. Trust me. That's
So
scientific. That means every chick that's attracted to intelligence is dumb as a rock. Yes, I said
it
it. If you have a problem with it, you're a mess. Come on my show. I want you on my show. Ooh.
can
Ooh.
intellect be a stimulant?
Huh?
Can intellect
Yeah,
be
'cause
a stimulant?
they like learning new
Yeah,
stuff.
until she put that summer dress on.
No, what she's saying is someone who's intelligent is a stimulant. It's something that arouses her.
It's somebody who can make her think.
The
Right.
whole time with the Me Too movement, they talking about, oh, they objectifying us, but each and every one of them step up to a man and look at what? His package.
Well, you're all
Shay.
over the place today. You-
I'm just saying. I'm just saying.
I'm-
This is
I
this
mean,
is a singles conversation. I'm saying we can't make it
I mean,
seem.
well, let's tackle a topic and then go into the next topic. But
No,
you mentioned
I think it's all about the same thing, because we have to agree that when we step to somebody to date them, we should know that there's competition. Say ask the questions that matter up front. That's all
Definitely.
I'm basically saying. That's why I have podcasts. There's always ulterior motive to my podcast. I want
right,
to bring
So
it
right
out
now,
there.
you gonna
right.
walk up to a woman and say, "Hey, girl, how many bodies you got?" And I'm just saying, she gonna be like, Oh, just 5. And she could tell you
Nah,
5, but she could have even slept with 25 people. So her just giving you a number, I'm just saying anybody could just say any number. You don't know, my past.
okay, cuz. Tell us right now, cuz. When you get with a female, are you just looking to ride the wave and catch a vibe, or you got plans for shorty? As soon as you see her, oh yeah, she my wife. I'm gonna marry her. I'm gonna put the spit down on her.
Nah, my heyday is just you ride, you know what I mean? See what the vibe is like. You gotta see the vibe first. You can't just, you know what I mean, jump in 2 feet and don't test the waters and just, you know what I mean, sink your boat before you know what's going on.
Okay, so are you okay with her having somebody else that she's already sexually active with? That so she goes to that person for when she needs to scratch that itch. Are you okay with that while you're dating her?
No, I'm not okay with that. But if she discloses that, then I mean, I have no choice to, you know what I mean? I have a choice to either do, you know what I mean, do to move on or to accept it.
Okay, Spencer, when you met your fiance, your beautiful fiance,
Mhm.
did you have competition?
I don't know. I spent most of my time just trying to get to know who she was, and for her to
Somebody
get to
give
know
me
who
a
I was.
brown bag around. Y'all, season 2, I gotta give me a brown bag. I gotta shame some of y'all. I put the shame bag on when somebody says shame yourself. Spencer,
I
this is
so
about to be yo. This is about to be the
I mean, life is a competition. I mean,
I'm about to say,
don't you compete with yourself though?
man. Does anybody got a bag in the house? I'll settle for a T-shirt or some boxers. What's going on with you? Don't, Spencer,
it's always
I thought you
comp
was gonna
out
be on
there.
my side tonight, fam. You snapping.
Like, I, I'm
Spencer, what's going on with you tonight, man? You can't
no.
waffle the whole night. You gotta take
So
a stand.
so the purpose of meeting someone is not to be like, man, I'm about to jump into this competition, right? Is that how you go into it? Like, yeah, I want to compete for your attention. I want to compete for your time. I want to compete to see if I got the biggest dick. I want to compete. No, you just go
My
in,
girlfriend on here right now. My
you get
girlfriend
to.
on here right now. Y'all can ask her. I didn't mind having competition. Ask her.
It's always comp.
This is who I'm with. Ask her. This I'm saying we need to go into this with our eyes wide open. Let's keep it real. We should start having conversations as
Nah,
people who are trying to make something real happen. Have the conversations
nah,
that matter. Don't just
nah.
get to a point where
So
okay,
so
I
you
want to
go.
be with you
So
seriously.
what
Oh, now
happens with
she has to drop Tyrone. She has to drop Reek. She has to drop, she has to drop a couple people. You know what I'm saying? She was still messaging them and texting them. You know what I'm saying? While y'all was just figuring it out. Now if you want to get more serious, now she has to drop them.
well, how about you be with a girl that wants you to win? How about that?
What does that even mean?
Exactly. So when you go into a relationship, you shouldn't have to compete. The girl wants you to win. So she's rooting for you. How about that? That's when you know you got the right one. It's when she's like, I'm gonna let you cheat because I'm gonna give you the blueprint because I want you to win.
You
How
gotta
about
be
that?
chosen, man. You gotta be chosen. She
Your
choose
Honor,
you, you
can I
choose
treat
her.
this witness as a hostile witness, please? Let me ask the
That's how it
question
is though.
again. In Espanol,
Like,
when you met
so you
the
just tell
person
the
you're
girl,
about
hey,
to marry,
if you want me to win, give me the cheat code.
I'm just saying. So it wasn't a thought in your mind ever that when you started dating the person you're about to marry that you had competition. That was never a thought in your mind.
When I started dating her, I wasn't thinking marriage at all. G. If if
Okay,
I'm thinking about marriage, then we way past competition.
okay, cool.
If I'm thinking
Okay.
about
So
dating someone,
okay, well we're agreeing finally now. So how did you deal with the fact? Okay. Here's this is a good juncture right here. This is a real good apex. This is the climax, everybody. So when did the converse? This is good. This is good because you can help a lot of people out with this. So when did the conversation about stop messing with who you was messing with and what she was messing with, how did that go? When did that happen time-wise? Y'all, and then how did
It's
that
an energy
conversation,
thing.
how
It's
did
an
that conversation
energy
go?
thing.
Who brought it up?
It's an energy thing. When she said, you know what? She's like, where do you want? Are we feeling each other? Do you want to be in a committed relationship? And it's communication, G.
So okay, so what happened to the others though? What happened to people that was circling, you know, the buzzers? What happened to the buzzers?
So if we say, okay, we both agree that we want to be in a committed relationship, then we stop seeing other people. Because
Oh,
then
so
she's
there's
like,
no conversation. So you didn't admit that? Yeah, I'm gonna stop seeing, you know, Taquanda and Lisa, and she didn't say, I'm okay. I'm gonna stop seeing. I'm gonna stop messaging, you know, Tariq and you know what I'm saying, Tyrone. Y'all didn't say it like that. Y'all just left that said.
right. So we had an option. She gave me an option. She said, look, do you want to continue dating or do you want to be in a committed relationship? Being in a committed relationship means that whoever we were doing during the time we were dating, that has to cease because we're taking it a step closer to being just a union. Before we weren't a union, we were just filling each other out. So she was able to do whatever she wanted to do. I was able to do whatever I wanted to do during the time we were just dating. It's just like when you buying a car. You don't just go in and be like, okay, give me this car. You go test drive other cars, and then eventually when you know, man, this is what I want, you don't go buy all the cars, you buy the car that you want.
I don't have a paper bag, so I have to use I have to use my backpack. If I don't associate myself with people that test drive women. I'm gonna have to shame you, bro.
Yeah.
You test driver, bro. What kind of example is that?
So yeah.
You out here test driving. Hey, ladies,
So
put your hands up
when you
if
go,
you're down
that's
to take
what
a
dating
test
is.
drive.
That's what dating is. That's what
A lot of them is
house
down to take a
hunting.
test drive. That's how they figure out who they want.
Exactly. That's what house hunting is. That's what trying out schools for your kids. When your kids want to go to schools, they get five trips, right? They get to test drive a
Shout out
school.
to all you ladies out there getting y'all numbers. Y'all number going up. How many? You just gave me a whole topic, bro. I'm gonna put that in there next week. Shout out to
A
all
bunch
the
of
ladies that's down
Ferraris
to let
getting
a man
test
test
driven out
drive.
there.
I'm gonna start a
So
whole
if
website, a test drive website.
so if you were to go
Test
house
drive.
hunting, you just go to one house and buy it.
That's a good one.
Hey man, I've never had a show like this. Especially you, fam, you made me famous, bro.
Tell me where did I go
I'm gonna
wrong?
post this. I'm gonna run this 24/7 on TikTok, Snapchat. I'm gonna
And,
find out what
and you
ladies
know
out there
what?
are
You would look stupid because you
down
would
to
be like,
test drive.
that makes so much sense. If you're making a lifelong commitment, what do you do first? You like when you buy a house, do you just go to one house and be like, this is it? Or do you go house hunting? Do you check out other houses? Do you see what's a good fit for you? When you go buy a car, do you just go to the Hyundai dealership and be like, nah, this is what I want? Or do you go to Honda? Do you go to Toyota? Do you test drive all these other cars? When you're dating and you want to be with somebody and you're trying to figure out who is the
He
best fit
said
for
a
you for
Honda
long term.
because Spencer, man, I give you a big handshake and a hug right now, man.
No,
This is
actually
my
put this on.
livest
Actually,
podcast.
do me a favor.
I
Do
needed
me a favor.
viral
Put
content,
this on.
man.
Put
They're gonna put this on the Blackout Coalition, bro. I'm finally gonna get some thousands of views off this, bro.
and
Shout
they
out
gonna.
to this is.
I
Let me tell y'all something right
I
now.
put money down that people would be like, it makes sense. When you're dating, you're not obligated to be with
He
that
know
one
that.
person
You're not gonna
until
You got
find
He
one woman
know
that's gonna say, "Who wants a test drive?" Here, you get a test drive. Here, you get a test drive. Come in at 5. You get a test drive. You ain't gonna find women that's gonna say that. You shamed
you got
yourself.
watch what they say in your comments when you post it.
watch. Test drive doesn't
Look,
mean sex.
I'm gonna have test drive Saturdays. That's gonna be my singles dating hotline. We're gonna have
Oh,
test
that should
drive
be
Saturday. We're gonna come
Thursdays.
on at
Test drive
7:30 on
Thursdays.
Saturdays. Test
Hey,
drive
tell me this.
test drive
Answer,
hotline.
answer me this. Answer me
Ladies, if
this.
you want to test drive
Answer
a
me
brother,
this.
bring him.
Answer me this. Answer me this. Somebody gets on a dating website. Do they just pick one person on there, like him, and then say, that's the person I want to marry? Can you
Nah,
answer that for me?
but
If you get on
you're
a
on a
dating site,
computer,
right?
so there's no
If you get
sexual
on a
contact
dating
on a
site,
computer. Even if you talk about sex, that's not considered sexual contact. On a computer, it's all make believe. You could be getting catfished.
no,
I
I'm
remember
saying,
watching the
no,
catfish
I
show.
ain't saying nothing about sex. I said, when you get on a dating site, do you just, as soon as you get on there, you don't look at any other profiles. The first one you see, you be like, this what I want. And then you just press like,
that's
and
my
then
cousin right there. No.
you
Go ahead, what you
browsing.
say?
No, I'm saying that's like saying, oh, that's my husband. I don't want nobody else. I want
Exactly.
him.
That's crazy.
Oh, that sounds like the dumbest thing I ever heard.
Thank you.
What
Thank
do you
you.
consider dating?
Like
I'll
dating is
give
when
each
you
each of you my next paycheck. It's a 2-week paycheck at that. If you find one woman that's gonna come on here and say she's down to be test driven.
They
What
test
using it as
drive
You
a
know
too
what
as
I'm
metaphor.
well.
Like
saying?
it's not what you
that's a
using it
That's my
terminology.
They
time.
test
Y'all,
driving.
since
They ain't
I'm
608
not
they ain't
Spencer, I
been
got
test
nothing but
driven.
I'm
love
They
for
not
test
you.
talking
You
driving.
got to go.
all right.
Look, and then look, bye. Man, that's time, bro. I had to. He was digging himself into a deep hole. We gonna bring him back in only if you find somebody a woman that's down to be test driven. I got nothing but love for the 608 412. I'm out of here. That's my time. Shay, I'm gonna let you have. Since you're a woman, I'm gonna let you have the last say on being test driven. Are you down to be test driven? We can't hear you.
I said bye. No.
That's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking ain't no way if look, my next paycheck is a 2-week paycheck, y'all, to anybody that's gonna bring a woman on this show that without splitting them. I'm gonna ask you some questions that's willing to say publicly, because that's gonna be viral for sure. Y'all made this. I knew I was gonna get some viral content. I'm gonna post and repost and put this on my story on all my pages and all that stuff. I'm looking for one woman that's gonna admit that she's down to be test driven until she finds her soulmate. It's Taibu Mu'addib. That's my show. Thank you very much. I'll see y'all tomorrow at 9 o'clock for Wild Out Wednesday, 9 p.m. special. I'm going in. Wild Out Wednesday is now for the mad podcaster. I'm going in. Tap in.